evening, everybody. How you doing? It's your boy, Coach Lee. Happy Monday to you. 4 days away from the weekend. Back at it like we're mad at it as always. Welcome to the Playcall Sheet. We talk about all things football. We're going to do a damn thing tonight. We're going to do what we need to do. We're going to bring that fire to you. But before we can do that, we got to get the crew up in this mug, man. Right off the top, my fellow Cowboy brethren, we had an easy weekend. Yesterday was easy like Sunday morning, like the Commodore said. And I know my brother was chilling, doing his thing, because our team already got a dub. But it's Philly week, and we're going to talk about it. Before we do it, let's get my man up in here, coming from the northeast, my brother, Meta Wide.
Whoa. Monday night, Playcall Sheet. Ain't calling no audibles here, everybody, man. Straight cash. You know how we do it out here, man. Welcome. Thanks for having me. How you doing?
Chilling, man. I had a great weekend. I watched a little bit of football yesterday, but I watched podcasts all day yesterday.
Nice. Rocking out podcasters, man. Hey, kind of was rambling through podcasts too, interviews and stuff. Interesting. You sent me the Charleston White Cam Newton, and I was tuned into that. And shout out to Cam and continue to do his thing. Other than that, just chilling, man. Like you said, we played Thursday night. So you play Thursdays. You look for Sunday, maybe at a high, but it's not. Right. We played. You try to watch and see what other puzzles can be figured out. And we probably found one out for sure yesterday, but we'll see.
That part. Man, I guess he ready. I see him in the backfield. I don't know if he's ready for the handoff or not.
Just don't get fumbled.
I see. Oh damn!
Put up 3 points. Put up 3 points at least, Will. Put up at least 3 points, dog. Don't Iowas. My God, Chile, we in the building.
How we doing, people?
Oh man, yes. Where's the eyes?
I don't want to see that shit.
Where's the eyes at?
I need eyes for. The point in the bag is so we don't gotta watch
the bags, man.
You gotta have at least a frown on the bag, man. No. You gotta see the emotion through the bag.
No. The point of the bag is we don't want to see none of that.
I want to see it. Viewership's high as hell right now, Will. You gotta love it. What's going on, Mama? How you doing? Hey, it's okay, man. So for the first few minutes of the show, commercial free and Will with the bag, man. So everybody hashtag Will in the bag.
Yeah.
We'll get in the bag.
In the bag. Let's get it.
Pat's bag, Will. Hashtag.
Hey, I'm just a humble Patriots fan. That's all it is.
Fire Matt. It all can go down tonight.
Actually, go Lions.
Oh, so this is what we're saying today? Hold on, let me record this. So today you're saying go Lions. You giving your lifeline out. Man. Well, hey, speaking of that, the New England Patriots yesterday became the third team in history to allow a team to score only 10 points and to lose all 3 games.
Great.
Will had the bag halfway on last week. He has the bag fully on this week.
They said that had happened since like 1939 or something like that.
Coincidentally, also when this bag was made.
Hey, Anthony, put that up, Anthony, because I've been saying this for about 3 years. And I'm sorry I had to say it, but say that. Hashtag Ron Rivera only coaching for health benefits needs to go. No, the Commanders are giving them health benefits right now when it comes to the NFL because they're the ones that's keeping them. Hey, I would want a coaching job in the NFL, but somebody's got to stop it. Somebody's got to fire that man. I agree with you, Ed.
Hey, your quarterback could be Mac Jones.
Your quarterback could be Matt Jones. Definitely.
Hey,
but the way that Miami defense was hitting Sam Howell yesterday,
is Mac really that bad, man?
Nah, he's bad, but also he's in a shit sandwich of a situation.
Yeah, he's caught between upper management having issues.
So I've said this before. a player like Mac needs everything to be perfect for him to even be like decent. He needs everything around him to be perfect, and he had the opposite of that. He had everything sucked.
Yeah.
So you get what you get.
Players like Judon and stuff like
Different.
that.
Need to change the scenery, man. He needs to change the scenery. Nothing else can be written in New England. If I can't even say that because I mean ultimately he'll be somewhere else. Yeah, he needs to change.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
So before we get into the NFL details, we got to talk about the shit that's hot off the presses.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all woke up yesterday morning. We was messaging back and forth. Mm-hmm. We had the chatter. We was waiting on it to be released. Mm-hmm. But it finally came out. That's the college football playoffs. What do you like and dislike about it? Let's start with that.
Fucking Bama.
I knew they were going to find a way to get him in.
They always do. It's Bama. Yeah, so that stood out. But I'm going to piss a lot of people off. I think they got it right.
I kind of knew when the quarterback for FSU got hurt. Mm-hmm. I knew this was going to be a possibility. And them going into it, playing a Louisville team that they struggled against. Yeah.
Now, look, I get the argument that's always going to be made is, why did the rest of the team and those kids got to be punished because their man got injured? I understand that.
The team sport. It's the ultimate team sport.
But here's the other part of that. So there's a situation like where Cardell Jones came in and it ended up being okay. That's not always going to be the norm, first of all. And second of all, at the end of the day, it is still a product. Yeah, it's sports. You're trying to find the best. You're trying to find who's the best out there, right? Well, right. Unfortunately, FSU is no longer going to be at their best. And sure, you could send them, give them the experience. They did earn it, I guess. But also, just because they were undefeated, I looked at their schedule. They struggled with teams they should not have struggled with.
Right.
Now, I get it. They beat them. So they're undefeated. I understand. But I feel like a couple other teams would be undefeated playing that schedule as well. And they lost their quarterback. So it is what it is, man. I think they got it right. That's my opinion.
I'm upset with this. I'm upset, me personally. I'm happy that Washington got in. Shout out to Michigan continuing to play without the coach and all the scrutiny that they're going through in the media, even though, the coach put that on them. But the wrong is going to be right soon. So it's not going to really be stuff that people is going to be mad at after the game start, the week of New Year's. Georgia, to me, and people can say the schedule's weak and all that, they're the number one team the week of. I just thought they wouldn't drop 5 spots. They dropped the 5. Mm-hmm. It's puzzling to me, definitely, because the whole year you played out, and Alabama got the present when realistically Texas should have got the gift, and that's the only team that should have got the gift. Though Alabama won that game yesterday, and you can say, they beat the top team in the SEC, they should have let a team like Florida State, they should have bounced them out the rankings the week before. You basically thought and bet on your money that Louisville was going to beat Florida State, and Florida State did not let that happen, despite no QB, Travis, or any of that. So to me, the NCAA is like, F it, as usual, and as they're going to do. We can do whatever we want with this. And next year, we're going to have a 12-man. Next year is going to be a problem, but you got 12 teams in there, man. Ultimately, to me, Georgia got treated like a D3 team that won all their games and then lost in the championship and don't get no bid.
So who would have been?
Alabama shouldn't have got in. I feel like Alabama's win should have blessed Texas, which it did, but it blessed Alabama at the same time, and I'm not going to even go into the behind-the-scenes shit. Yeah, Georgia doesn't have the sexiest team on paper, and that's what they're aiming for. They're aiming for the sexy teams with the guys that could possibly make you an extra buck or two, during the holiday season. So it is what it is.
Here's the thing. if they were actually fixing something, I'm not saying you're saying that, but if that's what you're alluding to, that maybe they fixed something. If they was doing that, why wouldn't they want Georgia in? What I saw is Georgia lost. They lost the biggest game of the year.
I think they didn't let Georgia in because they knew somehow, some way. I even said it first thing yesterday morning. Alabama's getting in. I knew that was going to happen once they knocked out Georgia.
We were talking about that. Once they.
But I think they catch them flack today. That would have really caused some flack if 2 SEC schools had gotten in.
Exactly that part. And if you can only let one in, you gotta let the one that won the SEC tournament.
That's true.
And also, when I'm not saying that their schedule was whack, they play an SEC schedule. Georgia does. They have a few hard games during the year, a couple cupcakes, and they see how it shakes out. However, by far the biggest game of the season, they lost, and it's the most recent one.
Georgia's strength of schedule was number 7. Ohio State was 1. Alabama was number 2. LSU 3. Michigan 4. Texas 5. Penn State 6. Georgia 7. Washington 8.
So you look at that, and they got it right. If you look at it like this, if you look at strength of schedule being one of the biggest determinations, also head to head.
Yep.
They got it right.
You got 2, 4, 5, and number 8 as far as strength of schedule in there.
And that's just schedule. Then you when you start shaking out who beat who, those 4 teams are going to be left up top. I think they did it right.
And I'm not just saying it because obviously I'm a UT fan, but I knew if they hadn't finished their last 2 weeks, 2 games like they did, I don't think they would have gotten in.
Huh.
They last 2 games, they beat teams down. And granted, one of them was Texas Tech, and I forgot, I think TCU maybe, but Texas Tech was the last one that they beat down.
Ultimately, no stars. I mean, absolutely got defenders from Georgia, but in terms of the star play on television, they didn't have it. If you want to say they dropped out for that, that's the only thing I'll give them.
They have the single biggest player in college football right now.
Who?
Oh, wait. Who you say, Georgia? Oh, Georgia. Never mind.
Georgia. I said Georgia. Yeah. Georgia and Florida State, them guys, they don't have that guy that you put on TV. That's what I think it automatically came up to, ultimately. I don't think there was no rigging. I don't think there was any of that. You know, Alabama heated up at the right time. Their quarterback heated up at the right time. Quarterback was in the Heisman discussion. Nick Saban, you know, and at the end of the day, yeah, they put Bama in. I'm not mad that Bama's in. They're in. So Bama's going to have to do Bama things now. Now, to me, they become somewhat of the fave. I'm just going to put it in perspective because I say they're the fave because they lived this experience before. And next year, they'll have to kind of live it, kind of being in the back.
This is what they do.
While all these teams out here being to the front, you got Michigan finally, they say they're going to finally crack through. Texas, they finally say they're going to crack through. Washington's the ultimate wild card, but here Alabama is the teacher. And they're the student.
Championship game right there.
So,
rematch.
And you get that too. You get a rematch, a highly anticipated rematch. The last 2 years, this game has been fire. Yep. I'm not mad at that. I'm just mad. Ultimately, I'm like sitting here like, damn. Georgia basically, the committee basically said, we'll wait until y'all lose, and then y'all done, basically. Some grown-ass man, you're definitely right. You're definitely right, man. But
you're not lying.
Crazy, man. Crazy how it went down.
On something when you talk about the ticket sales, the presentation, the show. Like you said, you got Saban with Alabama. That's the story. You got Michigan and Harbaugh. A lot of people have been talking about that. How they going to finish up? Obviously, they won the Big Ten.
So wait,
season number 1.
So that's the 1-4 matchup, right? Michigan, Alabama.
Yep.
Conspiracy time with Will.
Yep.
They fed them a pit bull.
Yep.
They fed Michigan a pit bull. they put them in the ring with a fucking pit. Like it's gonna be wild for them. Like a team who was fighting all year, didn't everyone said they're not supposed to get in, and they weren't what we're used to. That doesn't mean they weren't good. They still Alabama, and they just threw them in the ring. It's gonna be. They're trying to get Harbaugh to come out of there.
They're trying to get Harbaugh out of there, man.
And what's the best way to do it? Feed them like you said, that pit bull.
Right. Everyone's saying that FSU got screwed. No, Michigan got played.
You got to remember too.
Michigan got played.
Yeah, shout out, man, and man, it's exciting though. At the end of the day, people have their little moments of being mad and all that, but at the end of the day, when you look at all 4 teams in it, you know what I'm saying, it's something that there's something positive they all can bring to the table. Mm-hmm. For the teams that didn't make it this year, hey, you wish it was a 12 team of this year, but
and then with the 2 and 3 matchup, you got arguably 2 of the best pure passers in the nation.
Yep.
And yours and Penix.
It's gonna be fun. Lot of scouts watching that game.
It's gonna be a lot of points, possibly a lot of points scored.
They covered their ass though, talking about the committee, by the sacrificial lamb of Florida State against Georgia.
Nah, that's crazy at the end of the day. If Georgia comes into this game like they got abused in the SEC championship game, so yes, I can use this approach. They come in there, they got outplayed and all that by Alabama. This is kind of like Florida State, like damn. Reality might hit. But one thing I want to say too, man, they call the ACC a Power 5 school. Now, I know Florida State has not been a team that's been interesting, in the last 7-8 years. But the Power 5 school, they basically told me that the ACC is not a Power 5 school. It's not no longer the Power 5. It's the Power 3. The SEC, the Big 12, and the Big 10.
Big 10, yeah.
The ACC is no longer a power school. They're going to say it's a power school, to generate.
Because Clemson suck now.
It's not.
Yeah, that Clemson sucking is definitely hurting them. But was it ever a Power 5, really?
No. We want to give respect given. Hey, they haven't been a Power 5 in the last few years besides Clemson, and that's probably the problem where there's not a lot of parity. And, there was some parity in the ACC this year. Ultimately, Louisville was way better than they're supposed to, and that's kind of where the parity goes down for them. You know what I'm saying? Because Louisville, the team that was supposed to finish 8th, 9th in the conference, they finished 2nd in the ACC. So, they should have just waxed Florida State the week before or 2 weeks before, figuring their quarterback was hurt, and y'all knew y'all was going to do this already. They had no chance.
What it sounds like is you other conferences couldn't get your shit together in a year that the SEC wasn't even popping like that. So get it together, y'all.
I'm hearing rumors too that this team's potentially going to move conferences after today.
Yeah, okay. Oh, because
one of those teams in Miami. Miami says that they want to move.
To where? Come to the SEC if you want to.
I'm hearing it's the SEC.
All right, Miami.
They're not ready for that smoke.
Nah. Nah.
And you just add 2 juggernauts and OU and UT into the mix.
Yeah, y'all better cut that out.
Hey, man, everybody, Fenway hosts a bowl this year, too, the Fenway Bowl, BC versus SMU.
Ooh.
BC got into a bowl game, man. Not BCS, but I'll take it.
Hey, a bowl game's a bowl game. You get to watch your team on a holiday time.
What's it, the Fruit of the Loom sock game?
No, the Wasabi Fenway Bowl or something. Something. It's in Fenway Park. So
it's rough.
So real quick before we move over to the transfer, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Will.
I said I might go though. We might have to roll up there.
Tickets are good premium right now. I was looking at them. I was actually trying to see if I can get group tickets, but they want a yard for that. So
individual. It's Fenway, bro. I don't do tickets.
The big bowls, yeah, he got a guy. He's a made man. So real quick, before we move to the next topic, the top bowl games. The December 29th, the Cotton Bowl, you got Ohio State, number 7 Ohio State versus number 9 Missouri. The Peach Bowl, December the 30th, you got number 10 Ole Miss versus number 11 Penn State. December the 30th, the Orange Bowl. You got number 5, Florida State versus number 6, Georgia. January the 1st, you got 3 bowls. The Fiesta Bowl, number 8, Oregon versus number 23, Liberty. The Rose Bowl, which is the college football semifinals.
What did Liberty do to somebody?
Hold on, the Rose Bowl. My question is about the Rose Bowl because it always usually goes to the team that wins the Pac-12, but Washington made it. Why wasn't Oregon placed in the Rose Bowl? That's funny to me because it's always usually Big Ten versus.
It's only because they're hosting the college football semifinal.
Oh, okay. I'm like, when I seen Liberty, I said, "Ooh, I like Liberty on TV," but I'm like, "Ooh, they got the prime time."
What are they? Liberty Spiders? Is that what they are?
I don't know what they are.
Watch me know that random ass fact. That's a Will ass thing to know.
You know what? It might be the Spiders. That's where Eric Green went. The tight end for the Steelers back in the day.
Yeah. Why do I know that?
I think you might be right.
There must have been some. Or is that Richmond?
That's the Richmond Spiders.
Yeah, it's Richmond Spiders. Yeah. Oh well. Can't win them all. I am a Patriots fan.
Liberty Flames is the correct answer for the Liberty football team. Hey, you using your mind and logic, man. Hey, to even think of what the hell the team name was, you get an A. You get 4, man. Definitely.
Give me an A for effort. You tried. Yeah.
Rose Bowl is the best game ever.
Yeah.
Jaguars just scored again. 14-7.
14-7 Jags?
Yeah.
Okay.
14-7 Jaguars trying to end Monday night, man, on a high as they've been the last few weeks doing their thing. Shout out to the Jaguars.
Put my lights on. There we go. Got my lights on. There we go.
So next up, we got another hot topic. It's college football. We're staying with a trend tonight.
Let's go.
Y'all stay with us. What do y'all think about this craziness going on in the transfer portal?
Don't panic. Everybody just dipping, man. Look, eventually, if enough people transfer, then nothing changes. Just different teams.
You know what I saw that was crazy, though? What? University of Texas had about 5 or 6 players that have entered into the transfer portal. You trying to get ready to play for a natty?
Or are they trying to get ready to ride pine for a natty? They don't want to do that.
Bump that. I'm getting that ring.
He said it's like 2% of us go to the league, man. Get your bag, bro.
I mean, hey, the transfer portal is what it is, but honestly, it's just becoming fucking insane. It's just becoming insane. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to transfer. Oh, no, because I just want to transfer. Man, listen here. I'm not saying
no playing time.
I'm not saying fulfill commitments. If your situation is crazy, you know what I'm saying, you transfer. All right, but it seems like everybody want to transfer. Hey, let's see what school you transfer to next. I don't know what.
I don't like it.
Maybe situational, but how many of these guys are going to be in the best situation just going in? Like, it's crazy. Like, hold on, you got the DJ and Vellerini dude that played at Clemson transferring. Like, this is your 3rd time transferring. Like, why are you transferring? Like, is it going to help their draft stock? No.
Well, that's the part about it that I don't like. Now, it's been documented. I'm for the NIL on here. College players should get paid. But I don't like the transfer portal because of the negative impact it can have on the incoming high school seniors going into their freshman year. Because nothing's been signed yet from an offer sheet. So at the end, they can say, I verbally committed to this school, but they can get like this big time transfer in from another school and they can pull their kids' offer. That's the part about the transfer portal that I don't like about
it. Ohio State's QB may be leaving because of the coach. Probably the coaching situation.
I was just about to say that I think Day's going to be out there. He's lost to Michigan, 3 games in a row?
Yeah, they don't like that shit at all.
The writing's on the wall. You can probably go 1-11 up there. That one dub better be against Michigan.
Every time.
So I think that's why he's losing because he. I think they're gonna have a new skipper in there.
Yeah, probably. Look, man, I know it's not the best for stability and like you said for the incoming freshmen. I understand that, but I'm just tired of coaches being able to leave whenever they want. So,
no, absolutely, I agree with that. But this is my thing too. QBs, like, I mean, hey, fair for free, but QBs, like, you don't see like position, you don't see linemen leaving, you don't see QBs. Like,
but that makes the most sense because that's the most competitive position.
No, I understand it's the most competitive position, but you already pushing yourself out by leaving. You unless the coaches, like back to the coaches, unless the coaches are like, that's my guy. Most of these guys are just like, are they fit for a competition? Like, I don't know.
No, I get it. I think that's what it is, though. I'm not going to say none because I'm not going to speak for a bunch of different men that I don't even know. I'm not going to say that none of them are scared. But so some of them do leave because they don't want the comp. But I feel like most athletes on this level, if you're going to be nice, you want competition. So I don't think they're leaving because of the competition. I think they're leaving because they've been told they're not going to win the competition even before it starts. And if that's what's being told, then yeah, bounce. I don't mind.
Dante Moore, #1 recruit for UCLA. Taught me like you're the man. And I mean, hey, maybe it's Chip Kelly, but you understand.
Well, maybe it's Chip Kelly, but maybe it's the fact that what you just said. That's Pac. Isn't that Pac? UCLA?
Yeah, Pac. Yep. Well, yeah, no longer the Pac.
They're getting weak, and the writing's on the wall for the Pac. Yeah. Right, yeah, the writing's on the wall for the Pac. So why would you? Maybe he thought about like, oh shit, like that they really like we hearing rumors about people moving, and he's probably like, I ain't gonna go to UCLA then.
Also, and then the guy, the QB, could have went to Oregon, and then Chip Kelly flipped him to UCLA, and then but my thing about this is okay, yeah, they're falling, and then the conference. But I mean, you make your decision. It's probably a year or two before you make a decision. You knew the Pac-12 was gone anyway. You know they were done.
But maybe
see where the team's at.
Well, what I'm saying is maybe the Pac is getting worse than we realize. Maybe they packing the fuck up.
They're getting
packing it up.
Yeah, packing it up.
I'm interested to see how these teams play because I mean the Pac for what it was this year was very exciting.
That's the other thing too. It's kind of a shame if it is packing up because they had probably their best year recently to date. Like one of their best years in terms of how many Pac teams were actually competitive. So I don't know.
So I got something real quick just to put it in perspective for us. Then we move on to the next thing. This is kind of small, isn't it? Yeah. So this is what the heck? Okay. This is the entries as of today of transfer portals.
Oh, NC State lost 14 or gained 14?
They lost 14.
Oh, ain't that a bit? That's not even a team good enough to sustain losing a couple.
Yep. I wonder somewhere down the road they're going to put it down. You can only have X amount of transfers.
At some point, that should be a thing. Yeah, I agree. But then who gets them? It'll be a whole. It's always going to be a problem. The only really notable thing that I see here is just a raw number of 14, 13 for the top three teams, and then Ohio State and Oklahoma being up here. I was looking for any of them, like the major teams that we're used to, top 25 type teams, and all I see here is Ohio State and Oklahoma. Oh, and your Utah boys.
Yeah, right. And that's kind of more to. That's more to probably the drop of the organization, not the steep drop of Ohio State per se, but maybe the steep drop of like Oklahoma or Utah,
or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe these teams are doing well at certain positions, and those players are like, "I'm not going to play. I'm out."
Well, you know, we touched a few times about Ohio State and people transferring. Like that's like we know all schools do. Everybody goes to the transfer, but Ohio State we probably talked about the most when it comes to the portal. You know what I'm saying? And just from recent shows we've done.
Yeah.
Hope these guys are happy in their new situations. I'm betting that two or three of these guys next year want to transfer again.
They will.
But hey, this is what the transfer portal is for, I guess.
You only get the one, right?
What you said? What?
Where it's one where you don't have to sit out.
Okay, and then if you do it again, now you got to sit.
You have to sit out. It goes back to the traditional rules, if I'm not mistaken. After that,
that's fair.
This is not winning the Heisman.
I think everybody should get a chance to be like, I did this wrong. This is the wrong one. It's the wrong fit for whatever reason. I'm gonna get up out of here, and then you got to grow up. Can't do it again.
Yeah, I get that. Because sometimes that coach will sit in your family's living room. He will promise you the world,
and then moonwalk his ass out the back door.
Right out the back door, or get there and it's not what it is. A lot of people don't realize those scholarships. It's not like it used to be back in the day. Well, oh yeah, you got full ride. Ain't no such thing as a full ride. It's like a job interview. You go through each spring drill. You go sit down with the head coach, and you find out if you're gonna be on scholarship for the upcoming year.
Yeah, they invest in you, so you have to be worth it.
Anthony's got a couple of statements here. He says, would you put a one-loss team in like Ohio State?
If Ohio State had something to play for the next week, which they didn't, they lost to Michigan, so it kind of was like Georgia's. They wasn't going to get in.
Yeah, they had to buy, right?
They had to buy, so they had nothing to play. They had nothing to play for. Basically, that was their bowl game against Michigan, and
they played themselves.
They played themselves.
And he says that we all know who's winning the Heisman, Bo Nix.
No.
I think it's going to be the kid from LSU.
You think Daniel's going to get it? He had an unbelievable season.
He did.
I wonder if the third loss was just too many, and they might give it to Marvin.
I'm going to be real with you. If you're going to give it to anybody, you give it to Penix. Just be real.
I mean, no. Because, I feel you, but, Daniels had a better season.
No. I'm just saying, if Daniels doesn't get it.
But he lost.
They'll give it to Daniels.
Penix didn't lose.
I give it to Penix. If you're not going to give it to the guy that stats look crazy, you got to give it to the guy that's been putting in that fucking twerk all season.
That's fair.
And that's Penix. But Jalen Daniels is a minus 1,800 now. So, I mean, in most cases, that's a fucking dub.
Yeah, he got that.
But, I mean, there's nothing much that he can do from now until the Heisman night to lose it. That's the best thing about it. So
you'd be surprised. No, sir.
BCS committee. Oh, let's change this up real quick.
Hey, we from Boston. We didn't see motherfuckers die on draft night, so
it's crazy.
Rest in peace, Len Bias.
Right, definitely.
So, speak of Heisman trophies, as our next topic tonight, the actual finalists for this year.
It's kind of what we do here.
That's what we do here. So they actually have the 4 people who've been invited.
I saw this. They let RG3 announce it. It was kind of nice. They let him announce it after he said some wild shit during the show, though. So that was kind of funny.
He stays saying wild shit.
RG3 is at the pinnacle now. I don't know what Washington paid him to not make that book out, but I think this is the payment of the book not coming out.
Yeah, that man got he got carte blanche to say some.
You got to think about it.
Shit.
Ever since that shit, give it to the FSU. He's obviously the most valuable player on this team. I'm just here to stir the pot. Hey, he is. He is the most valuable player.
That's a fun stir the pot, except they won. I know what you're saying. You're saying that they view him as obviously that important. That's why they didn't get in. They didn't let him in because he's out. But no, they won a game without him.
No, I think that doesn't mean nothing for Khalid. I don't think it means anything at all. I mean, you know how the NFL roster with draft picks. He's in the world by himself. They don't really care about the team talent. Fucking when you're here in this position like him, they care about the individual. They're drafting the individual to be on the team. They're not drafting the team.
The NFL cares more about the shit that he said in terms of who he wanted to play with and not play with. They care more about that than what happened.
Definitely that.
They'll be more worried about that shit. But I still think he's probably the first pick off the board.
You got to remember too, RG3 he stayed in college 3 years. RG3 stayed. He was in college for 3 years. So you know we got that call happens.
I don't want to get judged by this guy. Then the bowl game comes and he's skipping. Motherfucker, you coming? We all knew that. I told you.
I think he's skipping this bowl game. I don't think he's playing.
Yeah,
that's the point. No, that's the point. That's what I'm saying. He's skipping the bowl game.
I
told people he was going to go to the league. He wasn't going to stay.
He ain't finna pass that money up.
Man, that's crazy.
No, what I blame him.
People act like, nah, you got the NIL. Act like 1 mil is the same as 4 or 5. Like, y'all better stop that.
But we got to look at the also, normally when you're a high pick like that, potentially coming in, you go to a crappy team, and you may end up like David Carr.
or as in front of our eyes, Bryce Young or Sam Howell or Mac Jones,
Ryan Leaf.
That's the worst case scenario. Worst case
or
scenario.
You can come in a situation where you come in and you show promise, and y'all still have a subpar year, and you're back again for a high draft pick, and you go get somebody that can help bring your quarterback up like they did in Cincinnati.
Or you could be a legend and be Stroud and tear shit up your first season.
That's true.
Well, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. I think
RJ3 out here saying they lifted that man up to the sky like he was Jesus, and they don't know they were going to put him on the cross right there during a broadcast.
Yeah, you said that shit during broadcast.
Today he said, who's he talking about? Oh man, who's he talking about? He said somebody showed up in a gimp suit and he was spanking that ass. Like,
he has no filter.
None. And he's also, he's
trying to get out that who was the guy that was calling him Uncle Tom?
Oh, that shit, yeah.
He's trying to get out that the so-called Uncle Tom approach. I mean, shout out to RG3 though. He's doing great things all day long, but hey, what it is.
Yeah, just don't be a Jamarcus Russell facts.
Read the fucking playbook. Read it twice.
So
stop eating.
Here are the stats real fast.
And drinking.
For the 4 finalists, you got Jaden Daniels. He completed 72% of his passes. Pull it up.
14.
Huh?
Sorry. Daniels scored.
72% of his passes, 3,800 yards, 40 tubs, only 4 interceptions. So he still got a chance. His team, they had 3 L's, but it wasn't because he didn't deliver.
He also got 10 rushing touchdowns. He had 50 tubs, bro.
50 tubs.
And that's, over 4,000
yards. Jackson type numbers.
He went crazy. That's Vince Young shit.
Yeah.
Vince Young was
and
really
then
nuts.
Michael Penix, he completed 65% of his passes for 4,200 yards, 33 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. He had no yards on the ground.
I know you play with who you play with, but he didn't do as much as Daniels did. And he has what would be the number 1 receiver in the league if it wasn't for Marvin.
Yep.
Oduze's a big problem.
And then Bo Nix, 77% of his passes, 4,100 yards as well, 40 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 6 touchdowns on the ground.
So 46 total. Way less picks.
Yep.
Than the other 2. 3 picks? That's crazy.
He had 3. He had 3, and Daniels had 4.
Oh, okay. I thought he had
more. But he had 300 more passing yards.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one is Marvin Harrison Jr., 67 catches, 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns, average 18.1 yards per catch.
If they gave it to him, it would be an award for 2 years. Because of this year, he wasn't. He's clearly the best player in football, but he didn't even have the best overall numbers at receiver. So.
And I forgot the other kid's name that plays with him. He put up some pretty gaudy numbers as well.
They both deserve trophies for doing that with that quarterback. We give him a lot of shit. It's kind of messed up.
So Dale says JD Fives Award. I think that's who's going to get it. And
LSU going chill. LSU going chill like they won a national championship.
Yeah, Dale isn't biased at all.
Wow, he doesn't have the best receiving numbers in a finalist. Yeah, I think this is what to your point, Will. This is from last year and this year combined.
Yeah, right. Because he didn't Williams the situation. He continued to play. Deal with injuries too. People don't remember. People don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Injuries to the core out there every week, dominated. So, yeah, I ain't mad at that, man. He wish he could win it, but
I hope JD get it.
Say again.
I hope JD get it.
Give it to Penix. Give it to Penix.
Mainly because I want to see JD5 be even more legitimized. Hey, his numbers tell the story, but yeah, I'm biased as fuck.
My bad, Will. I mean, interrupt you, bro.
You good. I want to see JD win it, specifically because he put on a goddamn show all year, but also because I want to see him be more legitimized. I want him to get drafted high.
Hold on. I want to see him get drafted. Patriots.
I mean, cool. We can come through, but
hey, just say it. I'm just saying it for you. Yeah. No.
I'm officially only having Caleb and Marvin conversations. That's how
that would get Bo Nix. Y'all gonna draft Bo Nix.
I know we're gonna get Bo Nix.
He's a super senior. He's seasoned.
It's such a Belichick guy, and I can't stand it. I really hope. Look, if it means Bo, I don't even not like Bo Nix. I just don't think it's the way to move. Exactly, Bobby. Exactly.
That would be nice.
Yep.
That'll jumpstart that offense.
Yeah, maybe he could keep his feet in bounds and start being.
Maybe Bill trade the pick down and get 2.
Yeah, he'll probably trade it back and draft a mid-major player. Draft some
offensive lineman,
some Appalachian State fellow.
No faith, bro.
No faith.
No faith.
No faith. Oh, faith? No, hell no. Hell no. Look, he knows how to draft defense. He can draft offense sometimes, but for the most part, he is atrocious. For the most part, he drafts terrible running backs. He drafts the worst receivers. The worst. I mean, he got Julian right because Julian worked his ass off, and Deion Branch he got right because he worked his ass off. But other than that, like, we got a lot of N'Keal Harry's walking through the doors.
And N'Keal Harry, I don't think he's walking through any door right now.
That part. Yo, he drafted N'Keal Harry with
like the 17th pick with the 30, 20.
I don't even care where he got him. It's who was left on the board after. There was so many great players on the board after that. What's his name?
Was it Metcalf on the board?
Metcalf was the number one on the board. Like, I think AJ Brown was still out there.
AJ Brown and him, yeah.
We got two of the best teams in the league right now are playing for teams that are not the Patriots for some reason. So it's all fun. It's all fun and games till you draft N'Keal Harry.
And said Caleb Williams having problems making stupid Dr. Pepper commercials. That's why he got all that bad luck.
Yeah, once you start drinking the Kool-Aid before like the Kool-Aid's even finished being made, like that's
making me feel.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a little bakerish. It's a little bakerish. I don't want to do baker like that, but yeah, it's a little bakerish. Now it's more Johnny-ish. Johnny really drank the Kool-Aid before. Johnny football, yeah, he drank.
He might have
the Kool-Aid.
Based on that that documentary they did on him, I will probably say he was right there with Jamarcus Russell as far as bust, if not worse.
Well, he didn't get picked as high, but yeah, close. That's one of my favorite things ever when Merrill Hodge destroys him, breaking him down to Skip. Skip's like, not only is he going to be good, he's going to replace LeBron in Cleveland. And Merrill Hodge just sat there and embarrassed him. That was classic.
Shut your ass.
That's why Skip is going down the way he is. Skip.
Yeah. Skip. It took entirely too long for Skip to get exposed, but it's happening now.
Hey, Fox held him down for a bit, man. But once Shannon left, man, kind of.
So we got the most patient man in the world, and he can't deal with you.
Yeah.
You're done.
You ever take a quick break?
Yeah, let's do it. He just dropped a pass. Oh, well.
Sounds about right.
We're
going to take a quick break. That was our college talk. We're going to come back, hit you across your forehead with NFL talk next. Appreciate you hanging out with your boys. The Parlay. Be back by 15-20.
Don't go nowhere.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's cornerback Delvin Brew here from your favorite team, New Orleans Saints. I just want to go ahead on and give a shout out to STWF Media for allowing me to come on and talk about my testimony, my story, and also talk fantasy football. I just want to say thank you, man, for the honor. I appreciate you, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in tonight at 7:30 Central Time. Bro Show out.
Welcome to the Playcall Sheet. It's your boys, the Parlay, hanging out with you. Appreciate you.
Take it back, Will.
Man, that's funny.
Props really do make the show better.
It does.
It does. Telling y'all, man, get on it.
You see me?
Like, share, subscribe, man. STWF TV, man. You know what I'm saying? For all the real live, you know, you can check it on Facebook too, man, for the real live. You know, we here live, more of the story. But if you can't catch this man live, catch the repeat.
Live and direct.
I just had a chicken breast sandwich, chicken sandwich.
Ooh.
With garlic aioli mayonnaise.
Yes. Garlic aioli is crazy. Oh yeah, that garlic aioli is crazy.
Put it on the brioche bun, man.
Oh man.
I think I did. I don't know. I ate it too fast. I should
swing one head.
It will not make it.
So let's look at the news of the day. We got a couple of NFL topics to look at. I guess the first one we could talk about, the one that went down today. Shaq signed with the Eagles. As a Cowboy fan, how you feel about that?
Shaq, he's still a viable player in the league. Looking for that valuable playing time. I mean, in terms of himself, he feels he's a valuable asset. He feels that way, and that's why he didn't want to come to the Cowboys. Cowboys was going to interchange. Hearing that the Eagles are kind of bummed at that position right now, so it equals him up more time with the Eagles. So, in all, he made the best decision for himself. Great citizen. I hope he does well in Philly, but guess what? Don't come play Sunday.
Nah, he won't play Sunday.
He won't play most of the days. That's the problem.
The film that I did see, don't get me wrong. I wanted him here for a depth standpoint, because we got some undersized guys playing linebacker right now, and they're young guys. We got like first and second year players out there right now. Just from an experience standpoint, and to have that depth since LVE's gone. But when I was looking at the film of his last couple of games when he was in Indy, he did not look like himself.
Nah, his back's broke, like Mike Tyson voice.
My back broke.
My back is broke. Yeah, that's where he's at. So, yeah, his back's not good, man. He'll give you a couple games a year.
Yeah, I can see that. But I do like how, it was a poll that came out a couple of weeks ago of who had the worst fans in the NFL. The top two teams were both from the NFC East. Philly was number 1. Dallas was number 2.
Dallas, they just hate y'all. Philly, they're actual bad people.
They are. And the reason why I bring that up is the preference is you think they humbled themselves yesterday after they got shellacked.
Got slapped up.
But
why y'all didn't?
Huh?
I said, why y'all didn't?
Yeah, we did. We went back to our den, licking our wounds. But what did we do after that? Dak went on a tear right after that game.
Yeah, Dak's killing right now.
Where I think he's thrown 20 tubs and 2 picks or something like that, 24 and 2. Since that,
he's getting that. And to me, it's like first year vibes with him right now. Like, it's freelancing the way you want to do it. Like, you got the money. Soon you'll be getting another pack of money, but please don't change before you get that new money. Stay here. This is the Dak that we kind of need. I'm not saying that he's going to do this long term, but right now what he's doing, man, is giving me first year vibes, and I'll live right now with his divisional appearance. We just got to get it through the divisional round.
What he's doing is a healthy ass dose of CD Lamb.
But the peep game too. This is the thing right now,
and that's what opened up everybody else.
Our offensive line is getting older. They say Cowboys' offensive line ain't what they're supposed to be, what they used to be. And this is all happening right now. Just hope it keeps up as well. Yeah, we all hope, man. But
also, is there MVP talk on the docket tonight?
Oh yeah. Guess what? Okay. Guess what I heard?
Boy, what you heard?
Guess what I heard? Leading the MVP voting now, according to some sources.
No, it should be. It's Purdy.
Brock Purdy.
It should be. Why wouldn't it be? Man's ball.
Who is it? It's a debate. You can put him on a list, but it's a debate.
Why I say that
he's not the front runner, but it's a debate.
Oh, he's the front runner. But the reason why is because when he didn't have his toys, he struggled mightily.
Yeah. And then he smokes it. It's one or two players worth smoking these teams like the way he just smoked the best team in the league so far this year.
Well, if those two players are McCaffrey and Debo, then yeah.
Right, but so that's my point though. But if you take McCaffrey and Debo from anybody, they're gonna struggle. Anyway, if you take it like your whole two best play, like if you take CD Lamb right now and Pollard away from that, you think he's still having this type of run? I don't think so.
Yeah, I do.
No, you
don't. Cause he's gonna be balling with Ferguson, baby.
Ferguson.
I told y'all, man.
All this is telling me right now. All this is telling me.
I picked him up. 2 leagues I got him.
Yeah, he balling his ass off.
me and Jake both have him on the team starting over Pitts. We have the same exact situation going on. Yeah, we both have him. Ferguson. Ferguson. On fantasy, he told me in the chat one day, he was like, yo, I just picked up Ferguson and I'm benching Pitts. And I was like, well, shit, I got Pitts. I did the same thing.
He's delivering for you right now.
Yeah, he helped me this week. I don't know if I won, though. I think I ended up getting smoked because somebody went crazy.
But the MVP talk, Purdy should be leading.
I tell you, Dak shouldn't be. Dak could be up there. Purdy should be number 1 in my opinion. You know what number 2 should be though?
McCaffrey.
Easily. No. Hill. Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Tyreek. We might have to call this man Tyreek 2K.
I'll be real as hell. I would pick Tyreek number 1. Only for this reason here.
I ain't mad at you for that.
Only for this reason here, because we seen Brock, didn't have the guys. Yeah. We can't say he didn't struggle. He struggled. Tyreek Hill, I feel like maybe one game.
Yeah, maybe.
And that was a game that's like, damn, you had him circled for the Chiefs, but overall, dude, fucking five. What do you like a couple hundred yards away from 2,000?
Nah. He's
like 500. Sorry, 500 some change away from
I'll go find out what his exact
2,000. It's like 516 or something from 2,000.
Yeah, he's wilding out right now. That's all I know.
And he lost me some money yesterday, but shout out to you, Tyreek. You all good. It's not your fault. It's not your fault Tua loves you and not Jalen Waddle.
Yeah. He's at 1481 right now with 12 touchdowns. So,
and we got 6 games left.
Yeah, he might unless he get hurt, he gonna get there. I'm telling you, he getting to 2,000. That's it.
Hold on, will the NFL guards let him get there?
I don't think they can stop him. You want to take him out, like tackle him in a.
They can stop him like they did Shannon Sharp.
No, you go have to stop him like you stopped Nancy Kerrigan. Like that's the only
funny story. I was hearing Shannon Sharp say he had a chance one year to go for, I guess, like 1,000 yards or like 100 catches, something like that. And basically, he's like 2 away, and they sat him out the whole second half of the game. That was the money. Yeah. So,
yeah.
Tommy, you remember what happened? Stop playing. But hopefully, he get it though. Shout out to him, man.
I can see Tyreek being number 1 because I'm not even gonna lie. That's the one game left on my Cowboys schedule that I'm worried about.
Yeah, and if anything showed you from the Seahawks game the other day, is definitely when you have the plethora of receivers that they have, you have to be worried. Though our defense does what we do, we have games like that where receivers, can do some things. So yeah, in terms of the track star team, yeah, I'm worried about the track star team too, receiver wise.
Your boy Bland is nice, but that man don't want that smoke.
Nah.
Nobody in the league wants that smoke right now.
Nobody wants that smoke.
They keep not. I love his press conference too. He was like, "How do you feel the fact that nobody's doubling you?" He was like, "I guess thank you for that, respecting me."
But they can't double him because Waddle's gonna go off or A-Chain's gonna go off.
You gonna have to take it. You can't just let this man keep digging in your real hard, like your high parts like that. Like that's bad.
In 2 career games against Dallas, Tyreek Hill, game in 2017, he 2 receptions for 64 yards and a touchdown. latest 2021 against the Cowboys, 9 receptions, 77 yards. So that's a little bit of Tyreek for you, man. What I'm saying from here is you just got to contain him. You got to contain him. Obviously, he's with a team of track stars. He's like, you got Kelsey. So, yeah, just contain him.
You see what, who said it? Shit. I feel like it's important who said it. Somebody was commenting on, like, the receivers. It's a player, too. He was just like, with all due respect, Tyreek Hill runs every route in the tree. Randy Moss didn't. And I was like, oh, shit.
That's true.
You got Tyreek, they're coming from Randy Moss. He's that nice. They're coming from Randy Moss. That's the how be thy name. Like, if you're good enough for them to come from Randy Moss, man, that's crazy.
Oh, right. Guess who said it? Former Patriot Wes Welker.
That's right. It was Wes.
Teammate.
His teammate. His teammate who he got sour and left.
Why? Because he took his targets.
Yeah, I don't think him and Welker got along. I think people liked Welker until they didn't. I think he's a weird dude.
It kind of hits the reality for us. Like, Julian Edelman had the opportunity. He was that guy. Like, he didn't have to do that. They kind of was the same player. I feel like Wes being Randy Moss, he's fucking Randy Moss. Like, I don't care what type of receiver you thought you was, but you ain't Randy Moss. No, so you better scoot down to that second position, second level in ball.
Yeah, he was high. It wasn't Welker's fault that they kept throwing to him. That was the system.
That was the system, right? Exactly. Everybody loved it. Everybody loved it, and it worked. Except when you played Revis, but it worked.
Revis got smoked by Moss. Moss was here a couple times, actually.
So let me ask y'all this. So right now, as we had, we were messaging earlier about today, the playoff picture is starting to take shape. We're entering in week 14, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Week 14. So as of right now, in the AFC, Miami's your top seed at 9-3. Baltimore's second, Jacksonville's third, Kansas City's fourth. Then you got Pittsburgh, Indianapolis, and the Browns as your wild cards. And Houston's in at 7-5. I still think Houston still got it hurt that they lost to Jacksonville head to head, but I still think even if they don't win the division, which I thought they would be able to, but it's starting to run out of time. I still think they can probably sneak into the playoffs.
Indy?
The news yesterday at Tank Dell going down, man. Damn, that's hurt, man. Huge. That's huge.
He was lighting it up for the rookies, man. He's lighting up the general, but yeah, that's why. Broken fibia.
And in the NFC, Philly is still your top seed at 10-2. San Francisco's 9-3, Detroit's 9-3, Atlanta 6-6. Then your wild cards are Dallas, Minnesota, and Green Bay.
Shout out to Green Bay. Shout out to Jordan Love showing everybody love.
3-game winning streak, right? Mm-hmm. For Green Bay.
Yeah. Anytime you beat Kansas City, it's a good win, a great win.
Kansas City should have did something at the break for receivers. They messed that up. They should have called up and offered whatever draft pick wasn't number one pick for somebody, Hopkins, something. Devontae, really, but.
Was it arrogant of them to think that they can just let Hill go? And
I want to say yes. I want to say yes, but I don't know what the cap situation was. I know they were trying to stash some money away for Jones, and they only signed him for a year. They're going to have – the chickens are coming home to roost next year for the Chiefs, not this year. But this year they still got to fight through not having a real wide receiver out there.
Yeah, I think they got something cooking. They got to have something cooking. And I feel like, yeah, Coach, I agree with you a little bit. Arrogance. And that's only because they've been in a situation before where they've won. And these have been their guys. Last year, they won.
It's not that arrogant because when they let him go, they ended up winning without him.
No. I'm talking about arrogance in terms of we don't need those guys. We don't need to update our team right now.
Well, we
are Kansas City. So we going to go out there on our name sometimes and win some games. But obviously in the NFL, it doesn't work after a certain while. You're going to have to change it.
I think they believed in Tony, and I think they also realized, well, now that Tony isn't exactly what we thought, we kind of can't go out spending on another receiver.
Right, because then they traded like a second for him last year, a third.
I think they did, yeah.
So
he made a big play in the Super Bowl for him, but or like playoff to play as a wideout,
he's been no good.
And Valdez Scanlon,
can't win with him.
They were able, Coach Singletary. They were able to. I think they were able to do what they did last year and skate. But I think the one thing that a lot of people are not bringing up is the performance or lack thereof of Kelsey.
Kelsey's getting old.
Getting that pussy. Getting that pussy.
All right, Chris.
Hold on. Podcasting and pussy. Podcasting and pussy for Jason Kelsey. Travis Kelsey, I'm sorry. Not Jason. Travis, yeah. That's what's rooting him right now.
He said not Travis. He ain't getting nothing. I mean, not Jason. He ain't getting nothing.
Nah, Jason gets some ass. Jason gets some booty.
Jason's on they have him on the sexiest man.
He's the sexiest man alive.
Yeah, they have him on that.
As soon as he got announced that, there was probably a grand of hoes. Look for it. But nah, real talk, yeah, Kansas City, this is the way they are. Travis Kelsey, that's the ingredient right there, right?
Yeah.
And Will said it. Ultimately, stop caring about different things. You care about football still, but hey, different things start coming to mind, man. You won championships. You don't need championships no more. You're probably, if not the best receiver, best tight end in history, second. I would say second. You ain't fucking with Gronk. And all things happen, man. You know what I'm saying? But the podcast to me, man, is what's fucking him up right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like to blame exterior things because people always have exterior things going on, and they don't always suck
right now.
Yeah, see, 34 is you're almost done.
NFL. Yeah, at tight end,
at 34 you almost done, and also like it's specifically the things that he does that you lose. Like the quickness in and out of these breaks, the quickness in and out of finding the holes to sit down.
The hash mark, he owns that domain.
But you got to be quick in there, or you get laid out. That's why Gronk didn't survive too many years.
Do y'all still think Kyle Pitts? Y'all still think Kyle Pitts, if he's put in a different system, can kind of rewrite these wrongs? You just think is the quarterback ultimately in Atlanta, and this is why he's not performing.
If Waller can turn it around, he can turn it around.
I think Kansas City should be calling for him.
Yeah.
If not Kansas City, I got a secret team for you.
I swear to God, if you say Dallas, I'm getting on this podcast.
The Chargers.
Yeah, they could use it. Although they do have a guy they like, but why not have two?
I like Gerald Everett.
Everett's a beast, but no, why not have two?
Yeah, why not have two? Definitely.
Kellen Moore's offense.
You can have
Kellen Moore's offense. The tight end is a big part of it.
Yes, free pits. I agree. Free pits. 100%.
Hey, speaking of Dale, you're on here, Dale. I'm gonna spit some Saints out to you real quick. You cannot win a professional football game playing 3 QBs in the same game, Dale. And
that's Pop Warner.
Beat the line yesterday. You can't.
And not even there.
Professional football game with 3 QBs.
No, it's not ideal.
Shout out to Dale. Shout out to his awesome pregame and all post game shows. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
playing Tennessee Chattanooga, man. You gotta
check out Dale, man. BS and Barry is top of the line.
Absolutely.
You know what? It's bittersweet for me though. We got some great partners on our network that are Saints fans. Dale.
It's unfortunate.
We
try not to hold it against y'all, but
yeah. But I'd be lying if I say I wouldn't get inside. Only because, see, you and y'all the old school Saints fans. Y'all remember the days when the team wasn't as good and you wasn't winning. So you're a little more humble with it.
Y'all still got these in your closet.
Yeah.
Same color as your jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
So all these youngsters, they've never gone through this before. So they probably beside themselves right now.
I don't know why. It wasn't like they were a powerhouse. They just
where's Drew Brees?
They won one ring like 10 to 15 years ago, and
but hold on, you got to give them the benefit of the doubt.
They
won how many?
One.
Okay. okay. They don't. It's still new to them.
No, it's still new to them. But one thing about me and what gets the appeal of the NFL is like you got a QB that's airing shit out. You got a coach that's with the swagger with Sean Payton. That's what brought the fans to these games, and that's why these fans are mad now because you don't got that swag no more. This is just normal now. You got to deal with the Jameis Winston singing "Move" on the football field, singing to your other QB. Like, for motivation. Like, this is things that are going on right now all the way down south,
Everything's good football.
They had a guy yesterday I saw that receiver, Michael Thomas is out again. Injuries. AW something, I think his name was playing receiver.
Yeah. It was bad. When I saw the receiver, I laughed. Basically. It's like AT or AJ or it's A. It's all bad, is what it is.
AT, AW, AY. That's what it was. It was AY. Hold on. But in all, Saints fans, we give y'all moment, man. We give y'all moment. But hey,
we freestyle.
14-3. 14-3.
Up, Chase is grittying. And he ain't grittying for a first down. He just scored 76 yards.
Who, Chase?
Yeah.
I want to put something into perspective.
Wow. That's a fucking blaster right there. Wait.
So y'all remember maybe last year I was trying to tell them Mickey Loomis, he's the best. Well, guess what? Y'all got to look for it next year. Saints fans. As of right now, going into the next year, y'all are approximately $89 million over the salary cap.
Oh, yeah, they kept kicking that. They've been kicking that can for years.
Yeah.
They've been kicking that can for years. How you at 87.8 with, like, no one outside of Olave and Rashid worth talking about?
That's worth that type of money.
That's crazy.
Derek Carr is your biggest cap hit.
Yeah, well, we all knew they were stuck on stupid for that.
Your right tackle is your second big. Your right tackle.
Not even the right tackle. It's the right tackle.
I like that.
Yeah, it's not even the right tackle because it's the right tackle.
I like the way you worded that, sir. But it just puts stuff into perspective as far as I know we get frustrated. Yeah, I'm going to bring him up. A lot of people get mad at Jerry Jones and whatnot. But sometimes the best deal he makes are the ones he don't make.
Yeah, and the thing is, the deals that he don't make typically are just because someone else makes them first.
They make them first, but
he tries to sign everyone.
He tried to sign everybody, but they're not going to go out. I think the whole Brandon Carr signing they did back in the day ruined it for them. Because they paid him big money, but he didn't deliver big results.
Yeah, I don't know why they thought he was gonna, like, I don't know.
They were trying to find that next corner. That's why they was bleeding.
He was a system corner, though.
But in the perspective of that, the one thing I do like about it is they draft very well and they pay their own. That part I like. And guess what? If they can't afford to pay you, we'll let you go to free agency. We'll get a comp pick for you. Yeah, that's a long way to do it. It's been 28 years and counting. But I'd rather go that way versus taking the risk. Now, if you got somebody who's a can't miss out there that's available on the free agent market, you got to make that run. But
you got to go make a splash at a TO. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you got to do that type of shit. Definitely.
But just to make a move for the sake of making a move, I like that we don't do that. Because right now, Philly's in the first place, and I'm not just saying it because they Philly, but they keep adding people. They added Julio Jones, who's doing nothing for them. They just added Shaq, who we already talked about. He got a broke back. That's a telling sign that they've got holes on their team. They've been very fortunate these last 6 weeks to get the dub they've got. They could have easily been 3-3 over the last 6 weeks. And yesterday, they caught up with them. Now we're going to see how to respond, but they're coming into Sunday's game as an underdog.
That's hilarious.
And people don't realize too, with the swing in Dallas's little winning streak and kind of keeping up in terms of the win column at Philly If Dallas wins this game by more than 4 on Sunday or 5, not only we win the game, potentially a new number 2 in the NFC because I think San Fran will jump because they beat Dallas.
Yep.
But then it gets things interesting. Do you want the wild card spot? Or do you want the division win? You see teams like the Atlanta Falcons down there in one of those. This football's getting real crazy right now.
Here's Dallas' thing. They need to try to do what they need to do. Here's the part that sucks. If they win out and Philly wins out, Philly still wins the division because they got a better conference record. If Dallas is smart, they're going to do everything they do to win that division to only have to deal with San Francisco when they have to deal with San Francisco.
So this is a good question right here. Cowboys fans going to start appreciating Dak. But I have an even better question, which is, what was the topic that we turned into Cowboys radio just now?
On salary cap.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, are y'all going to start appreciating Dak? Oh, well, I mean, I don't know about the fan base, but I know these two gentlemen appreciate Dak.
Yeah. You know, I'm still on the fence with that. Now, what he's doing right now, like Tu said, this is 2016. Like,
yeah, keep it in the bottle, lightning in the bottle. You need to capture that.
But here's the biggest thing that a lot of people not talking about with that. No, since they got thrashed by San Fran, they said, well, they opened up the playbook. Yeah, they opened up the playbook, but I don't think it was just that. Dak is running a lot more now.
Well, he stopped breaking his leg again. Yeah, that shit fucked him up.
I think he probably just got past that. And that makes sense. That's a psychological hurdle. If your ankle was barely hanging on, you don't want to go through that again.
And also, he got it in a way that is like the scariest way because it's the one thing that you can't plan for. It's from behind when you're running.
Yeah.
Like when he was taking off and the guy caught up to him and he wasn't aware that he was right there and he just went down bad. And now every time he scrambles, it's obviously going to be in his mind.
Yep.
So,
and by the way, the injury was caused by the hip drop tackle.
Oh yeah, that bullshit that they're trying to get out the league now. The Andrew situation, right?
Yep.
What's it when you just grab him around the waist and then you drop your weight?
Drop your weight and just ride down on him. Yeah, it's a dangerous tackle. But in the defense of the defense, they hindered them so much.
You're not going to give him any other way to hit him.
Yeah. I agree.
You got to go back to letting people get blown up.
Tag it.
Let them get
So that is
free Kareem Jackson.
Christian Kirk gets hurt in the Jaguars-Bengals game tonight.
Fucking course he does. It's the only guy I have running in this game that I need to score.
Really?
Of course.
They just voided all his they just voided basically whoever betted on him on one of my apps.
That's trash.
Dale, let me ask you a question. If Dak was in New Orleans, how do you think y'all will fare? I'm curious about that.
They'd be a little better than now, not much. A little better.
It's the coaching there, huh? Mostly.
And also very much Derek Carr, but yeah.
I can see that. So
the coaching's terrible. Allen's whack.
I told them, especially in the group, I told them when they hired him, that's a bad hire. He sucked with the Raiders. And you go from a coach like Sean that had the swagger that he had in that locker room, those players
that too. And that's where I'm gonna give Allen 5% right fault in this. They don't want to play for him. They don't want to play for nobody other than Sean motherfucking Payton. A lot of those guys were there when Sean Payton was there. So, and then you go around and you just spend dumb money. Instead of just rebuilding. You're spending money and you're fucking playing like you're rebuilding. So why don't you just do it all like you're rebuilding? But no, you don't do that. You go get Derek Carr for all this money this year. You're going to be in a situation where you're not in the top 5. You could have been in the top 5 when you're getting a fucking quarterback. You could have just wore the trash bags this year. You know? But you're doing shit all wrong, man. And it's soon enough you're going to lose all these motherfuckers and have no money.
I think they looked around at their team and they said, we have enough here.
Cam Jordan.
We have enough here that we shouldn't be trying to like start all the way over with drafting somebody, but then you call in the wrong quarterback. So you should have just drafted somebody. Pay all that money to Derek Carr. That's a crazy idea.
Paid all the money to Derek Carr. They didn't really address the issue with the impending suspension hanging over the head of Kamara. They didn't address that. So they would, because he missed 6 games, I think.
Yeah.
And then
missed 6 games, and then the running back they got to replace him got hurt.
Yeah. And then you still got the bad contract with Michael Thomas. You stop featuring Olave as your number one target especially after he had a great rookie season. But then again, he got in a little trouble, so there might be some maturity issues going on there.
Yeah, and also I don't think they wanted to get him hurt anymore.
Yeah, we drafted a running, but he sucks.
I'm still waiting for Israel Ibikanda or whatever his name is to burst onto the scene. That was Jimmy's. Jimmy always gets one crazy pick wrong. James Spinoza.
Yeah.
Remember he was telling us all about the kid from Pitt, Israel.
Yep.
He played for the Jets, right?
He's on the Jets, like washing down the benches.
Yeah.
You know why he washing down the benches, right? Because they lost control of that fucking locker room. Breece Hall said basically you better feature me every fucking game. And they've been featuring him every fucking game.
Breece is right. Breece is a problem.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's why this guy don't want if I'm him, I don't even want to see the fucking field to just this year.
Yeah, for real. We didn't see much of him.
Next year with more, but I think next year with Aaron there, next year, hopefully for a full season, I feel like homie will get his chance next year. It'll be a much better situation for him. I feel like if Aaron continued to play this year, I think he would have seen him.
He's a running back. We could have also never seen him again.
It's right about that too.
It's weird how that.
They got a short shelf life.
But I hope he does play because he did have some. He looked great in college.
Now, did y'all see the damage control that the Jets had to do today?
Who? What happened? What did they do now?
They were trying to bring Zach Wilson. It was reported that they were about to go back to Zach Wilson at quarterback. But it was also reported that he told them, I don't know about that. So around about 3 p.m. y'all's time, Saleh had to have a press conference today saying that was not true. That's damage control.
Yeah, because
I'm being real with you. Shout out to Zach.
If Zach, no, not trying to Zach. That'll ruin his career. No one will sign him after that.
Nah. Shout the fuck out to him. Nah, because no, I would say that if this was just one time that this happened. This is the 40th time this happened. No, fucks no. Hell no.
Well, it wouldn't keep happening if he was better. So
if he's better,
understand that. But if this wasn't a repeatable offense, I would agree. I would not agree with Zach. But since this happened 90 million times, yeah, Zach, tell him to go kick rocks. Or tell him like this. Tell him, hey, 21 day window. 21 day window.
That was a cluster, you know what? Because now they're saying like, nah, he's not gonna play. They were trying to sell tickets.
Yeah, they're trying to sell, recoup whatever they lost because they lost tons of fucking.
To who? Soccer moms? Don't nobody want to watch that motherfucker play.
The Giants and the Jets, people were like, okay, they probably going to be okay, and they both shitting in the toilet.
Hey, we got time left. We got time left in this segment to list the Zach Wilson fans.
I told everybody last year. I seen the 2 worst QBs ever play a professional football game with my 2 eyes. And that was Zach Wilson and Matt Jones.
That's the game you went to?
I went to the game last year. The Jets and Patriots, the game that ended in a kick return for a touchdown last year. That's how the game ended. Those are the only points of that game last year. The only points of that game last year. Both of those QBs were ass. I said it. the two worst QBs I've ever seen in my life in modern history. We've seen Ryan Leash, Jamarcus Russell, all them. Those two, 1-on-1, the fucking worst.
Zach Wilson looked good in preseason, though.
Kenny Pickett looked good in preseason. Crying out loud. But, I mean, at the end of the day, man, hey, everybody ain't fit for it, man. Everybody's not fit to be successful, you know. Some people could be fit to get to the NFL, but that doesn't mean, like Will said earlier, you're going to stay there.
Y'all better leave
He
Pickett
looked
alone.
good. He probably looked good in preseason, Dale, because that was a vanilla offense. I think this game may be too complex for him.
Yeah, this is a shootout. Parker Washington just went crazy.
Really?
Who? Exactly. Parker Washington. He came in for Kirk and immediately started killing whoever he was being defended by.
Huh.
He just mossed Hill in the back of the end zone. Holy shit. Gets a catch. That's good. Sorry, folks. Just watching a man do work.
Hold on. Shit, man.
It's a shootout, man. They got the whiteouts on, man. Should be watching this.
But this gets questioned still. I mean, no. I mean, still got a talented load of receivers over there. A bunch of talented players in Cincinnati, despite the quarterback issue. You know, you're not with Joe Burrow anymore. But this is more what we say about the Jacksonville Jaguars and why we're not ready to put them up there, though the record would say that they're up there, but this is the reason why they're not.
Yeah, he mossed them for sure.
You got mossed.
He did. He got mossed up.
Hey,
honestly, they scored 21 points. I forgot Burrow wasn't even playing. That's impressive.
Right.
So, power rankings. Week 13 power rankings. So, I think we did the top 12 last week because it was some good teams just outside of the top 10. So we're going to keep it that way. Just for its and giggles.
You little hooligan.
So, number 12, previously number 10, you got the Cleveland Browns.
It's going to be the last time. Probably going to be the last time they're on this list, man.
And that was going to be my next question.
But shout out to the Browns, man.
They weathered the storm for the most part. They are 2-4 on the road and 5-1 at home. And they got the Jazz coming up next week.
Well, the way this game's looking, they look like they're gonna be getting in Trevor's ass next week.
That's the inconsistency of Jacksonville.
Inconsistency and Calvin Ridley's just been like, it looks like he's still betting on games.
Now, number 11 surprises me. They were previously number 9. That's the Steelers. And they did lose. It was what? They had to stop the game 3 times yesterday because of the weather.
Yeah, they played that game in segments.
Yeah.
So they lost 24-10. But they're still 7-5.
They're just playing typical Pittsburgh football. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, I'm not mad at you for not liking it. That's just what it is. Like organizations like this, man, they're just gonna continue to push for what they have. Now, they lost to Arizona yesterday. People was like, "Oh, they lost to Arizona." Have you been watching football the last few weeks? Though Arizona has not won games, they have been competitive. Kyler Murray looks like he hasn't missed a step, you know. But that defense inexcusable yesterday for letting the Cardinals do more than you should have let them do. And then delays, after the first delay was over, and then you had 2 more after that. So just sunk up everything. He wasn't going to win that game anyway, man. So I'm surprised they were only put to 11. I would have moved them probably to like 13, 14. But like you said, they're 7-5 still. They still claim a playoff spot.
Yeah. Tomlin on his way out.
Yeah.
Time to move Tomlin.
Tomlin going to leave. Tomlin better take one of those college jobs. Stop playing.
They're number 11. I will put Green Bay and Seattle in front of them.
Yeah, same.
Number 10, you got the Colts. Previously number 15, surprisingly.
The fucking Colts, man. The fucking Colts, man. They got bad voodoo with the quarterback position. I mean, Minshew playing serviceable, doing what he can. But ultimately, the reason why the Colts are not in the 1 through 9 conversation or 1 through 5 probably is because they don't fucking the quarterback, man. They just had Anthony Richardson playing the whole year. This would be a whole aspect, man. They have guys. They have a team. They have a running back who got hurt. Then you get interchanged to Zach Moss. I hope next year their quarterback situation is good. They cursed. They cursed right now with the QB position right now. And like I said, no shade at Minshew, but reality could be better for them if they had the guy that they drafted this year.
And Will was hyping him too. I was looking forward to him. Richardson.
Oh, AR, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, should happen. He'll be all right. He can't be.
What's good with your Florida homies, dog?
You gotta learn how to slide.
It's slide, but also just don't be glass. He was getting hurt so easily. So
number 9, the wife is Houston Texans, previously number 11. They beat the Broncos to end their 5-game winning streak. Was 5 or 6-game winning streak?
6-game winning streak, I believe. Shout out, hey, you sitting over here still trying to continue to go. They're gonna have to continue without one of their used threats, but hopefully they're okay. This to me may start the slump that we don't want because this team's been so good this season. But I think this starts the slump. Yes.
Yeah. Yo, what the fuck was that? We just had another play almost as stupid as the Patriots throwback versus the Raiders that day last year.
What the hell happened?
They ran a double reverse and tried to get Boyd to throw a deep ball to Chase. Instead, he threw it back towards the quarterback and just right to a defender. Interception.
That's crazy.
Even when I explain it, it don't sound as stupid.
Giving up the fucking game. You're gonna see it in not top 10 plays tonight.
Number 8, previously number 3. The Kansas City Chiefs after their 27-19 loss to the Packers.
Yeah, reality's starting to bite. Reality's starting to bite for them. What we talked about earlier with the team aspect, the overall team aspect of what may be missing or what can they improve on is biting them right now. It's regular season. Said, get a playoff spot. The West sucks. Get a top team over there. Let's get in.
Yeah, but ultimately, got a 2-game lead.
Ultimately, it's a sign. Ultimately, this is a sign right here. You know what I'm saying? But Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers came to play yesterday.
A sign of what?
Patrick Mahomes has not won, and this is his first game yesterday in Lambeau. The only stadium he hasn't won in, and it continued. He went to Lambeau, a different beast, I guess, in December.
Absolutely.
You said it was a sign, though. A sign of what?
Just a sign of what we talked about earlier within the team, the structure of the team. Maybe they at the break should have went to go get something. Just all that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Not this season. They'll be
they'll
we only at this point the Chiefs will make the playoffs. We got to judge them in the playoffs.
Yeah. Also, that's a more egregious drop than Georgia dropping all the way out the top 5. That they went from 3 to 8 for one loss against a solid team. That's
at home. I mean, on the road.
They got Georgia.
Yeah, that's good as well.
They got Georgia. Listen here.
They got
number 7. Will and my Detroit Lions. They beat the Saints 33-28 yesterday to prove to 9-3. They're 5-1 on the road and 4-2 at home.
Mm-hmm. Shout out there.
I'm loving watching the Lions play, but they don't play any defense at all. They gotta figure that out.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be one game in the playoffs and then going home.
Everything's a shootout for them right now.
Yeah.
Bright spot, man. We talked about Jake Ferguson drawing numbers. This dude Laporta, is putting in work
instantly. Elite right away.
Is that the kid from Notre Dame?
I believe no. That's Mike. That's Mayer.
Okay.
Mayer from Notre Dame. Laporta should be from Iowa State, I believe, or Iowa.
Okay.
Iowa.
Yeah.
Hold on. Look at this. This is his first year in the league, right?
Yep.
You fucking see what Iowa's doing? In terms of putting the fucking ball in the end zone. Like, this is MVP shit right here.
I can't do anything.
Right. Obviously, but
and then what Purdy's from?
Offensive rookie of the year is definitely his.
I think he's Iowa State.
Sorry, I can't say offensive rookie of the year. CJ Stroud. I'm sorry. But hey, second's not bad.
Oh, that's cool. I don't think I've ever seen that. So you know how the defense, whenever they score, they like to run. Oh, they run down to the camera.
Mm-hmm.
The offense just scored for the Jaguars, and instead of running to the camera in the back, they all stood in front of the pylon, took a pylon shot. So like the cam came from the pylon cam, they stood right in front of it. That was crazy. It was dope.
Fucking Yente, dog. How you not fucking scoring 3 straight possessions and let fucking Trevor Lawrence score a touchdown? Fucking Yente, dog.
Oh, Etienne, yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
Next up,
he's hurt. That's why.
I know. The ribs. Sucks.
Number 6. Preseason number 7. The Jags that are playing right now.
And they should drop tonight after this game, win or lose. But it's not gonna happen that way. They'll go down. Yeah. Gotta win these games. Hey, as long as you win, you gotta win this game tonight. I'm not gonna say play like this or the Bengals are subpar, the worst, but you gotta win this game, man. I don't think it should be this close, but it is what it is.
That's fair.
28-21 Jaguars. As Will mentioned on a touchdown, Trevor Lawrence was that man that scored a touchdown.
Number 5, preseason number 6. Cowboys, after they beat Seattle 41-35, they improved to 9-3. They were 6-0 at home, 14-game home winning streak since last year. But they ain't hosting no playoff games at home. So
that part.
Right. Since that winning streak, they have not interested. This was a team that couldn't win at home at one point.
Yeah.
They were the disease at their own crib. And now it looks like they getting it together. The worst thing that can happen is the Eagles come to Dallas and beat them on Sunday. You don't need that.
If the Eagles come here and beat Dallas on Sunday, I think that's a wrap for their season.
Hey, no, but that's what they want you to say, Coach. That's what they want you to do. I don't think so. But we need to win this game.
I'm not saying for me. I'm talking about for the team. You got.
Yeah. I don't think it's a wrap for them.
By San Fran.
Hey, just get ready for Atlanta.
Point in time, if you lose,
get ready for Atlanta.
You're going to be 2.5 games behind them. And
get ready for Atlanta. That's all. Detroit. Get ready for Atlanta, and we are.
Miami.
Get ready for Atlanta or Detroit, and we good.
Props to winning at home. It is not easy to win games in a nightclub.
Strippers and all that. I was there. Trust me. I know.
Coming in number 4, preseason number 5, the Baltimore
Ravens. Coming in hot. Yeah.
Baltimore in the bye week.
The best defense in the league right now. They've only allowed 187 points.
I had to drop Romeo Doubs yesterday because I had the Ravens defense and they were on a bye. So I had to replace them with I had to replace them with another defense. I didn't want to get rid of the Ravens defense late season. So I had to get rid of Dobbs. I'm trying to think of my list, like, who the hell should I get rid of? I'm looking at the percentage of days. I had to go to stats, and I'm like, yeah, Dobbs, you're going to have to be out.
I had the exact same scenario with Josh Downs. I had to drop Downs because the Bills' defense were on a bye. But, so I picked up the Falcons' defense, and they scored 37 points.
7 points, dog.
It was crazy.
Man.
And I still lost.
Really?
I got smoked. Oh, because I had Purdy in. Not Purdy. Who did I have? Somebody didn't finish a game. Let me see. I forget who it was.
I think shit. I might have lost one of my fantasy leagues tonight because I fucking put in Herbert over fucking Purdy.
Oh, I had so I have. This is the team that has Lamar Jackson. So I had to find a quarterback for the week. My choices were Pickett or Levis. I went with Pickett, and he died in the first quarter. So that was that. He broke his ankle. I got 7 points out of him.
Number 3, got the Miami Dolphins. Preseason number 4, they beat up on the Commanders 45-15 to improve to 9-3. They are 5-0 at home. And they've scored an AFC best 384 points.
70 of which in 1 week.
Second in the league, I think.
How you score 70 and still second in the league in scoring?
Team just got to beat the Buffalo Bills. Team got to be more than Buffalo, but you can feel my drift. Mm-hmm. Same as the Cowboys. The Miami Cowboys, their game's going to be interesting to play, but they're in the same situation as Dallas is right now. You have to beat the teams ahead of you. You have to. I mean, these top two teams on the list are in a different conference, but ultimately you're going to be tested against teams that, not experienced, but you're going to have to beat with good records. And can Miami do that? That's what we're waiting to see, man.
Now, coming in number 2, Philadelphia Eagles, previously number 1. They lost to the 49ers, 42-19 yesterday to fall to 10-2, but they're still first in the NFL on the record. But they got the Seahawks coming up. Well, I'm sorry, they got Dallas, then Seattle the next 2 weeks.
It's crazy. Dallas should be hopefully a fight. Seattle could give them some things, but speaking of Seattle, real quickly, Geno Smith been playing with a bruised tricep and an elbow. They showed a picture today that I seen. That shit is purple as hell. Yeah, I don't know. Shout out to him having a great game in Dallas the other night. I don't know how he's playing in that situation right now. Obviously the money rings. That's probably why he's playing. But in all, I hope it gets well. I hope it's not a point where something more damaging happens to it, and it's just also season-ending shit.
Man, muffed a punt, but he got it back.
And then the obvious number 1, San Francisco 49ers, previously number 2. After their 42-19 shellacking of Philadelphia, they're improved to 9-3. The defense has only allowed 189 points this season, which is the best in the NFC.
Yeah, this defense has been flatline. But one thing, this offense, and this I said this last year about this offense, it's like the only offense in the league that can get somebody rest, like a Deebo Samuel, Kittle, even though McCaffrey, and they still look good. I don't know why, but they just looked at like, and then it's like when you don't use Kittle now, all of a sudden Kittle's being used the last 5-6 weeks. Effectiveness. Deebo's getting back into his mode, and McCaffrey's doing McCaffrey things. Ayuk, you know what I'm saying? Being trusted. They just shout out to the fullback too. What's that? Vycheck? What the fuck his name is? But shout out to the 49ers, man, the number 1 team, man. I said it. If the Cowboys want to do anything with that starts with S and ends with B, you got to beat this team. No, real talk. Like if people can beat the Eagles, their rival and all that, but they haven't beat us in a situation where we felt like we got robbed.
I feel like Philly is any given Sunday.
I feel like San Fran's that team, man, and I can't. Yeah. We got to beat San Fran. I mean, 3rd time's the charm, hopefully. I feel that way. I just feel like I got a story in my head, but I don't want to tell the story because I don't want to feel like I'm like, the cop. No. I want the story to fucking be the way it is, but it may not be. But my story is they play a 3rd straight season in the playoffs, and Dallas finally gets it off. And then Jerry Jones goes in the locker room and Jimmy Johnson style, how about them Cowboys? That's how I picture it, but it may not be pictured that way. You know what I'm saying? But San Fran best
team.
Save
it for the telenovela. Not happening.
What happened, man? But nah, shout out to Brock, MVP candidate on top. You know what I'm saying? Brock Purdy.
Yeah, I say Brock and Hill front runners.
Brock, Hill, and Dak.
And
Dak belongs on them because they're not going to win most of these games without Dak. So I agree. Dak belongs in the combo.
Dak's on fire right now, but
and my cousin TJ Watt at number 4. Stop playing.
So next up, we got our game pick updates.
I sucked yesterday. Bad.
So yesterday, let's see.
It feels like it's raining in my house.
Yeah, I'm about to say, is somebody raining or frying?
You can hear it, right? Yo, Yo, this shit sounds like it's in my house. I'll be right back, folks. I gotta go make sure this isn't my entire room being covered.
Will just got a brand new friend. Hopefully not.
So yesterday, so far, obviously everybody picked Jacksonville, by the way, tonight. Will came in. So far, Will is fourth from yesterday.
Okay.
He went 7-5. You were third. You went 8-4. And Jake and I are tied for first at 10-2. So right now for the year, Will he's fourth at 111-80. Jake's is third at 115-76. I'm second at 120-71. And you are first at 121-70.
So I only got a 1 game lead. Now I gotta get back to my seriousness. I've been letting people come back, sneak out, give them a little rope. Now I gotta kick it for weight. You know what I'm saying?
Will, since you're 2 weeks ago when you went 13-1, you going 8-7 and 8-4.
Yep. Crazy, man.
What did I do this week?
This week you win 75.
75.
And you're on the 4 games behind Jake.
Only 4 games behind.
So next week is prime week. I'm picking the Eagles over the Cowboys.
Jake, the last 3 weeks, he's gone 10-4, 11-4, and 10-2.
But you know why though?
Why's that?
He's making real picks. He hasn't really been with us during these pick sessions, but I feel like he's been more intained to making picks the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think it works.
I can salute that for a great success, but it's not going to last long. Jake started just like this as getting the regular season. We know what goes. We'll go down. We'll go down. Jake's gonna go down, man. So take that winning record this week, Jake. Take it. Next week, 14-0 next week.
This year feels like the more you know, the worse it is.
We'll go undefeated next week.
It feels like the more you know, the worse you do.
Listen, man. I put it like this.
It's a monster.
Like I said last week, we can go on YouTube and say we the pick masters because y'all got 100 wins. Celebrate to that. Everybody got 100 wins, baby.
That's not hard to do, though.
It's not.
You got to be bad to not do it.
No. That's the reality of it. Like, you can be a guy that's on fire. Everybody fire. My point is just that, anybody can catch that flame. You got some guys that are like, damn, this is what they do, and they making their buck, but ultimately, just gotta catch that fire, man. Last update on the NFL game on a Monday night tap, man, between Jacksonville and Vegas, 2021. Jacksonville.
2021 Jacksonville?
Yep. Fourth just started.
Okay.
They're about to punt.
Saints
ain't number one, we riot. Just realized he said that.
Oh, and other news tonight, they can make it. This is not football related, but they can make the preseason tournament, and the Celtics still won't win shit. Lose to the Pacers tonight in the play-in, man. Though it doesn't matter to me, I can really give a fuck about it. But you give easy opportunities to fucking teams to potentially win something, and the Celtics. Anyway, but Porzingis was missing. Shout out to Porzingis, balling this year.
Hurt?
He missing. Yes, KP's hurt. It's a late on.
I don't care about this.
Oh, yeah, you don't care about it, yeah.
About winning it? Why would we care about that? I think the tournament's fun, but we don't care about winning it.
No, I think the Celtics really cared about winning that shit. Since they haven't won shit in a long time. But shout out to everybody tuning in tonight.
East Coast, West Coast. All get bubble rings.
Hope everybody has a Monday night. And remember, even if you put the Celtics in the AAU tournament, national championship,
can't all get bubble rings.
Save it for Wednesday.
I am a sneak peek for Wednesday.
He don't want no problem.
Oh, we go. Oh yeah. Ooh, NBA. Ooh, this weekend just the NBA was crazy.
Yeah, there's gonna be plenty to talk about. Like I said, this is the time of the year where the scripts for these shows write themselves, which we don't even have them, but they write themselves.
I agree.
We legit just need bullet points. What happened today? All right, let's go. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody who came through. Appreciate y'all, and shout out to you fellas. Shout out to the brand. We here doing big things.
Shout out to my brothers as always, man. Had a rough day today, but you know what? I come here, get to hang out with you fine young gentlemen. Takes everything out of my mind before I go back to the grind after this show.
I had a rough day too, man. But like I said, man, and in the night, in a better mood.
That sounds crazy.
I love your reactions, man.
It'd be wild, bro. I'm sorry. He tried to throw a ball away, and a big man just tried to go crazy with a one-hand catch. He almost got it, but he didn't catch it.
Gonna hurt that tricep, motherfucker.
That would have been on big man balling for sure. He tried to one-hand intercept this dude.
Oh, Jacksonville.
So tomorrow for the chop up, we got a special guest tomorrow night.
Oh, we do, huh?
Tomorrow we have Chris Vick, Hall of Famer referee, coming in the studio tomorrow. Chris is a beloved member of the Sports Talk with Friends group. We're gonna have him in here tomorrow night.
I'm feeling a little sick. I might not be here tomorrow.
18 or older for this interview here with him. I hope it should be an enjoyable one. Could be one as you go out of 2023. You can put it in one of your funniest episodes. I know we're gonna have a lot of laughter here tomorrow. But in all, God bless Chris, man, and I can't wait for you to be here studio with us tomorrow. So,
hell yeah, we got some fun.
I'm just not giving my address right now to you, Chris. But yeah.
I think y'all funny because I did it by accident. I didn't know.
No, I'm actually going to give it to him. I just don't know what address to give. I got like 4 different ones I can give right now. I'm just trying to see which one I want.
Why don't you give him a P.O. box?
Speaking of that, I'm making my P.O. box beginning of the new year. I need a P.O. box, definitely. Because where I got my mail going to right now, it's literally, I mean, it's not far because I'm usually in the city, but not a part of the city I want to go to.
Are you sending your mail back to the P?
No, hell no.
I'm about to say, God damn.
But actually, no. If it was, it would be closer to my job. So I wouldn't be mad about it.
I'm saying it's right there at your job, but I'd be like,
I wish, man. I wish mail was going back to the P. Old school black mailboxes, man. I'm chatting too much, man. We can get into a chop up with mailboxes and shit.
Don't get me started.
Favorite mailboxes.
Well,
we definitely appreciate y'all as always, man. Again, my brothers.
Do a mailbox topic tomorrow.
Much love.
The mailbox bracket vibes. Mailbox edition. Mailbox
wins. We appreciate y'all though, man. Toot, you want to take us out, fella?
Semi Sosa!
Find this podcast and others on STWF TV, the podcasting network, wherever you get podcasts.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.